Welcome back to the channel, guys. In this video I have a 2010 Honda Accord and we're going to be replacing the hood struts and valve cover gaskets. Follow along. And I brought my umbrella with me just in case it rained, because it started drizzling on my way. Like before I left, I was at AutoZone getting all the parts. Alright, let's get the hood open, and I'm going to use a vice grip on one side. And then I'll get this side off. I don't know why they give you this thing too. I'm just gonna take that off. That thing is in good condition there. There's no point of replacing that. So you can take these off. If you pry back on this and pull, it will take that off. And that's how I'm gonna use it here to get this off. So put something in the back there. I'm gonna lower a little bit. Same thing at the bottom here. And boom. Yeah, those things are shot. And then to go in, they just push in like that. That side should hold that up. I guess it cannot hold it up by itself. It needs both of them. Perfect. Check that out. Yeah, that's what we like to see. Here we have all the tools I think we'll need. I'm going to put the umbrella back. Okay, we're going to take the valve cover off. I mean, not the valve cover, the engine cover. I'm going to disconnect the battery here, guys, just to be safe. And so we're going to have to take the intake manifold off. We got these things here. The coils we're going to take off. Same thing in the back there. And I'm going to take that off also. I'm going to spray the bolts on top here with this thing. This thing works amazing. It's about $10 for the bottle, but it will save you money in the long run because you'll be able to take off the bolts easily. It works very well. Okay, let's take these hoses off. You got to be very careful with this. Got to be very careful with these because they're old. And so take your pliers, kind of try and wiggle this back and forth until it breaks that seal. If you take a pick and some silicone spray and allow the pick to kind of lift it up and spray the silicone spray in there to get it will work the rubber loose. So kind of get out of the way like that a little bit, spray it in there. It should help. Like I said, be very careful. See, it's already spinning. Allows that silicone allows to go in there and works wonders. With the pick a little bit, right in there, allow it to get in and spin off. Works amazing. It's a big hose, so with these ones you could apply a little bit more force. It's the small ones you got to be careful with. Let's see if that thing is loose enough to come off. Yeah, perfect. I will take the rest of it off with this. Same thing on this side. Perfect. And put the bolts to one side just in case they're kind of seized on there. I'd rather go by hand to all of them and then use my electric impact. Well, not really impact, driver. Pay close attention just in case some are longer than the others. I'll let you guys know if any are longer. They're all the same size. You should be able to pull up on this. And I should have got a new gasket for those guys, but I did not. I don't have an intake gasket, and I don't have a new gasket for this here also. Just be very careful prying this. It's got a couple pry points. Give it some light taps. I'm going to inspect this well, and I think looks to be okay. If we torque this properly, it should be okay. There's no damage to it. Look. So it should be okay. I can reuse that. I'm going to place that to the side. And here are the bolts for our intake right here. We got a whole bunch of bolts, and this should allow our intake to come up and allow access to the back bolts there. Okay. Do not take these bolts off because that will only separate the intake in half. It's not going to help you to take it off. There's a couple of 10 mil bolts hooked up to the back of this right here, to the back of the intake. Let's spray some of this magic in there. Yeah, that one came off the whole stud. Was not supposed to, but it's okay. When you take that off for things like this, just put the nut right back in there. This other one is not going to move, so that's fine. There's a connector right there. Take that connector off. That's for the throttle body. Alright, finally off. Right here I have some solution. It's not antifreeze. It's some solution. It's a degreaser solution, and I'm going to use that to break up some of the dirt. Spray that area there very well. Get this brush, it's like a detail brush, and just you just want to work it in there, and it will break up the grime. All right, get the brake clean, and you want to use the nozzle because it shoots out more pressure this way, and just go over on top of it. After a bunch of brake clean, that's what it looks like as of right now. There's still some buildup here, guys, but it's much better than before. There's still some in the back there, and I'm gonna clean it again, but you want to clean a good amount of it before you take the intake off, because you don't want a lot of that stuff to get inside. Let's take off all the coil connectors. That's all 3 of them. The connectors in the front have to come off also. We have a 10 millimeter here. That we're gonna take off and then put that bolt right back in there. And to take this off, it's got these hold downs. And I'll see how much room this gives us, if we have to take more stuff off or not. So they look like, nope, 12s. 12 mil. Put those to the side. We're going to take this intake box off also. These things will snap easy, and so they do. Fucking hell, man. I'm gonna have to see if I have regular clamps, because it's rusted out. Ah, I love cars. I got them all loose. I'll take off these vacuum lines. I think they're vacuum lines. I don't think they're cooling lines. Yeah, so that's a coolant line. A little bit of coolant, not a lot. Okay, that's some good condition. Should allow us to take this all the way out. Yep. Okay, we got the intake off, so we'll place this to the side also. Not a lot of carbon buildup on those valves. They look pretty good. I do not have new manifold gasket. I actually ordered one like 5 days ago from AutoZone, and I go today to pick up everything, and they said they don't know what happened with the order, so they had to order it again, but I had to come out here and finish the job. So, but these are metal, so I'm not too worried. If they were the rubber ones, you know, those I'd be worried. But yeah, this is 2-layer metal ones. I wouldn't worry about it. Take a bunch of paper towels like this and cover each of these holes because we don't want anything to get inside. Just like that. But don't forget to take them off when we're done. Just like that. And now, 10mm for the coils. And make sure you put them in the same position you took them out of. So you can mark them or put them in order how you took them off. So there's mine. Now we got to take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bolts off. Put this diggly ding dong on here. Pry up just a little bit. It's not a lot of force. Like that. We got one of these off. So we're replacing these 3 spark plug seals. Where the bolts are, those have separate seals. And then the actual valve cover gasket. So we're going to clean this very nice. Here's what we have on the car side. Looks pretty good. Not a lot of sludge buildup here. It's pretty good, in my opinion. And that surface is pretty good. I'm just gonna you just have to wipe the oil off, make sure there's no oil in there, and the rest of it should be pretty good. I'm gonna use it just like that. So let's take a rag. Just try to not get a lot of this inside. Okay, to get this cleaned, first let's take off all of these. We just got to be very careful to not damage them. Ow! Ah, that fucking hurt. I'm telling you guys, we love cars. Now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna use a little bit of heat. Take some heat and warm up the area around it. Not a lot. Starting to move, but like the actual aluminum material has come apart because this is the same way. Okay, I used a 30mm socket like this. It fits perfectly above it. And I started them. And if you read the book here, you just have to start them a little bit. Then you just press them onto the thing. Right here. Press fit spark plug 2 seals into each of 4 locations. Well, I guess we only have 3. Because it's maybe they made these for the 4-cylinder. Okay, so I broke the other one, so I cut them with dikes, and then they just kind of slide on there, the new ones. Just work it around till it goes all the way in. The long ones are a little bit easier, but it's just like that, and it'll just go on there. Alright guys, I got all of these seals put on. We're gonna start them all by hand. We want to start with this one up here. Get that low. Then these bottom ones. Okay, perfect. This one is done. We'll put the coils on it again. And we're going to put some dielectric grease in here also. So this is dielectric grease from Mercedes. I put 3 lines on there like that. And slide this in there. place the harness back. Boom. Like that. Well, no, not like that. My mistake. That's more like. That's clipped on there. It's clipped on here. I'll put all the connectors back in there. For now, I'll put some of them. That, and then we'll start taking this back apart because we're gonna need to get to those. All right, we got all of these installed. I already installed the cover on there. We'll start them by hand. The back one was a little bit more difficult to get to, guys. go all the way to with those yet, but tying the front middle one and then the rear two. So the side that has 3 in the front, we want to only tighten up the middle one. Then you go to the back and get both tight, and then come around and do each side in the front here. Okay, perfect. So those are tightened up. So now we're going to start putting the harness back together. I have 2 connectors all the way in the back. I believe they're O2 center connectors. All right, it's a moment of truth. I put everything back together. All right, guys, we finished up with the Honda. The customer was happy. I road tested the car after the repair. No more leaking from the valve covers. If you guys like this content, leave a like. If you don't, leave a dislike. Let me know why so I can try and improve. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.